Hello, Taurus. Thank you very much for tuning into this week's read. For the main part of the read, I'm using the Modern Witch Tarot deck by Lisa Sturl. If you can see Lisa's spelling of Lisa's name there. There is a website. It is sterlingpublishing.com. If I can get it close enough. That way, if you want to freeze frame, if you want that information, feel free to enjoy it as you see wish. As you see wish? As you see fit, maybe. Okay, Supportive Oracle Cards. Wisdom of the Hidden Realms by Colette Baron Reed. There's a website for her. ColetteBaronReed.com. Feel free to freeze frame there if you wish, if you want that information. Okay. What do we have for Taurus? You got fire coming in for you. Okay, we got a bit of fire coming in for you. Can this be a better situation? All right. If this is going to hit, it's already a situation that's not that bad, but I'm not quite happy with it. It's kind of like, things are working out, but people aren't really. It's like somebody who shows up like 15 minutes late every day, and it's just kind of like the way they get things done makes the grade, but just barely. It's kind of like, this could go better. It's not the worst, but this could go better. And it's kind of like, it's weird. It's one of those jobs where, we don't really want to get rid of this person because it's really hard to find somebody else who can do that, not to mention how long it takes to get somebody up to speed. So it's kind of like we do tolerate these things because it's difficult to find a replacement for it, even though it's really not that bad, but it could go better. Four of Cups with the Ice Queen. It just doesn't seem to change either, and I'm like, I don't know what to do about this. That's not going to make it worse. Is the ship coming in, or is something leaving? Second resource. A second resource. Allow the second resource. So it's almost like I feel like somebody's going to get involved with this. There's like a third party involvement. I'm getting this as your Ace of Pentacles. I'm also seeing this as a challenge. Even though Pentacles, Earth, your Earth, you would think you would like this. But I'm getting like, this isn't the normal plan. This isn't normally how this works. This is outside the normal structure. This is like, it's like building a doghouse attached to the side of the house. It's just kind of like, this is like, what are we doing with this? Why? Because like you can let the dog in and out of the main house through this doghouse, but you're like, this doesn't look right. This isn't normal. We don't usually, what? If there's a doghouse, it's separate from the house all by itself, not like an extra structure we put into the house. Like what? It's kind of like, this isn't normal structure. This isn't normally how this is done. Like, I don't understand what we're doing here. It's almost like you're looking at this like, should we just have a doggy door? Do you want a doggy door? Like, do we want a doghouse or a doggy door? What is this hybrid thing where we have like this doghouse, doggy door type action? Like, what is that? And you're just kind of like, but it literally could solve the situation. It's just like really foreign to you. Like, what are you talking about? What is that? It's calming the situation. This could really improve it. It looks odd. It just feels odd. It looks odd. Somebody's trying to like convince you this is a good idea. The thing is, this does not have a chance if you don't give it a chance. And at first you're like, I don't see the point. The thing is, it's kind of like, I don't see this really helping, but I guess it's not a bad thing. in the beginning, I feel like you're kind of like, I don't know. Like, I guess it could work, maybe. But you're like looking at it in the long run, kind of like, I mean, we could just put a doggy door and have a dog house over there. Why do that? Like, I guess. Like, it's kind of like, I guess it's not a problem. It's just odd. To me, it's like odd. If you don't give into it though, this isn't going to work. And I feel like this could really change. This could change the dynamic. Okay, you're not seeing the reason to give into this because you're like, I don't really see if it's going to make a big enough difference to be worth it. I'm getting, if you give in to this person, give in, like you're going to negotiate it a little bit. You're going to talk it out a little bit, obviously. But if you give to this person, the Six of Pentacles is what you give, you get. It's balance. It's like the infinity sign. What you give to one, they give back to you. So you give into this situation. I feel like whoever this is benefiting, because to them it means a lot, you're going to get, I feel like this is where you're kind of like, you know what I would like? I'd like you to show up on time. And I'd like a little bit more structure with what you're doing over here. That would make me happy. This is how you're going to get it. This is how we're going to improve it. For some reason, it's like somebody who kept showing up 15 minutes late and was just hitting like satisfactory. Their stuff was a little bit messy, but it was still satisfactory. They got done what they needed to get done. They're going to take you more seriously, kind of like, well, you know, the Taurus didn't have to help me. They didn't have to let me do that. I really need to get on the ball here. I really need to get here like maybe 5 minutes early if I can. And then, you know what? It's the Taurus does like it if these things look a bit more put together, and I could do that. So let me put this together a little bit better because the Taurus does like it, and the Taurus has been good to me. This is where I would say you're not seeing where it goes bad, but you're not seeing where it's worth it. Give it a chance because you might see where it's worth it. Because you're going to negotiate, and I feel like you're going to say, you know, you want this from me, but you know what, I would like that stuff from you, and I haven't seen that happen. But okay, I'll give it a shot. I feel like you can do that if you want to. It's up to you. You got the Queen of Pentacles, but this is your challenge card. To give something worthwhile a chance. You don't have to. You don't have to. And if you don't want to, you won't. But I'm also getting like you're not seeing it where it's going to cause you detriment. I'm not seeing where it's going to add to my situation, but I'm not seeing where it's going to take away from it either. All right. You don't have to, but you can. You're going to put forth the effort to make it happen too, is what I'm also getting. Like, all right, fine, let's just do it. Here's how we're going to do it. This is when we're going to do it. I also see you kind of pushing forward, kind of like, well, I want to make sure this goes off like planned. So if we're going to do this, get that stuff, use this material, have that person do it for you, and I want it done this week here on the calendar. Like, see this week right here? That's when it gets done. And I expect it to all be up and running the week after. You're going to probably set those type of boundaries because I feel like you are going to take a little bit of initiative, kind of like, all right, if we're going to do it, this is when, this is who, this is how. So make it happen. And it does happen. It moves forward. I get it moves forward with the Three of Wands and the Ten of Wands and the Fire Prince. It does happen. It does pull off. There is some stress with it, though. I think the stress is because, like, somebody's realizing if they ever expect you to, you know, be graceful for them again, graceful towards them again, they have to show you that they appreciate it. And this is how they show that. They're realizing you're not going to do something for them again if they don't show you why it was worth it. Now, the stumble. Give them a second to get it together, by the way. I don't see this fixing in 2 seconds, but with Earth, you want long-term dependability. You want to see that things are going to work out right. Some type of restructuring has to happen around this person. So if they've been showing up 15 minutes late every day, for example, they have to restructure their schedule so that they're not running behind all the time anyway. So they have to find a way to fix their schedule so that that isn't such a hard thing. So they have to do some, like, they're gonna have to like brainstorm and figure it out. It's gonna take them a bit. It's gonna take some work. The Two of Wands is like they're trying to make it happen, but they're gonna have like some trial and error thing going on there. Like they may be able to do it here and there now and then, but it's like they get better at it. It's gonna take them a minute to really get it down so that they can keep it where it's supposed to be. So you're gonna notice like they just like every now and then they do it better, then they don't, then they do, then they don't. Give them some space. It might take them a while to get it under control. But when they do it right, highlight it that you notice. Hey, you got here on time today. Good job. I knew you could do it. Not that you want to be facetious about it, or like if the report or whatever they're doing for you comes in and it's kind of like more in line with the way you want to see it. Like, hey, I love this. I love when it looks like this. This makes my job so much easier. I love it. I wouldn't say anything when they don't do it. Like if they go back, if they slide backwards, just don't say anything. When they do it the way you want, highlight it that you like it. Highlight it that you notice, because it'll make a better difference. They know when they screw it up. They know, and if you keep highlighting it when they do it right, they know that you notice when they don't. So, it's going to take them a minute to pull it together. I'm getting this is your ticket in to get this finally going the way you want it to. It's going to take a minute. I don't know. I feel like you understand that. I think Taurus gets it. Kind of like, yeah, if you want long-term progress, you want long-term improvement, it's going to take a minute to restructure it. So it may seem very simple, like getting to work on time may seem simple, for example. But the reasons why they're late, they have to fix those reasons first. When that's fixed, things go better. Okay. They also got this here. They want you to be happy with them. That's another thing. You may not realize that this person actually does want you to be happy with them, but for some reason it's kind of like they feel like they live behind the 8 ball. Like, they just feel like they live behind the 8 ball, like they can't do it, and that you wouldn't give them the chance, you wouldn't believe in them if they did do it. Something like that. But when you give them this little thing that they want, it gives them that vote of confidence, like, you know what, maybe I can get on good terms with the Taurus. The Taurus put out, gave me this moment. They didn't have to. So if I can be on the good terms with the Taurus, I want to be. And that gives them the incentive to fight for it. Simple. Good. Done. I think we're done. All right. I'm going to shut this down here. I hope that helps. Thank you for watching. If you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James the number 4, astral@gmail.com. If you're interested in the donation information, that's below with the same email. Thank you for watching, and have a great day.